You're getting levels. Looks like making sure you're getting levels. We're about 8-ish minutes out. All right. Good deal.
Everyone, and it is great to be back out at GE Appliance Park once again, the second time in 2 weeks. Another great announcement. Last week was a truly wonderful week. It was a wonderful week for the Greenberg household because we now have a fresh water filter, and it was a wonderful week to just promote the great progress that is going on here at GE Appliance Park with everything that you are doing and committed to do with investing in our city, creating new great union jobs and jobs of all types. And we're excited to be back out here for another good announcement that registration for SummerWorks 2026 is officially open. Yes. SummerWorks is an amazing opportunity for young people, ages 16 to 21, to get a head start on their careers. Summer jobs are really important. Summer jobs matter. And the one connection that you might make, a new skill you might never have learned, the moment when you can see yourself doing something that you never even imagined. Summer jobs can truly change people's lives. And I've had the privilege to meet folks across the community that have been in SummerWorks programs over the past years, that have been involved in other training that Kentuckiana Works does. And I can tell you, their experiences, their lives are truly changed because of opportunities like SummerWorks. And that's why every year since I've been mayor, along with Michael and the Kentuckiana Works team, we have been working every year to make SummerWorks an even stronger and bigger program, so more people across Louisville can have the opportunity to learn to earn money over the summer. More kids across Louisville can gain real-life experiences, take the first steps in a new career, learn about new opportunities that they didn't even know existed. And this year, we're once again taking some big steps forward. In the past years, private companies fully funded their SummerWorks positions. Now, I'm proud to announce that SummerWorks will help support those wages to pay our youth that are working in select private sector positions that connect directly to career pathways. And also, for the first time, we're partnering more closely with employers to open doors to very high-demand fields like manufacturing, healthcare, logistics, skilled trade, technology, and sciences. And the goal of ours is to build a year-round talent development system, one that's working the entire year, not only during the summer. Beyond a SummerWorks job, a student can secure an internship with the same company during the school year. And if they want to, there'll be real opportunities after their graduation. This is a wonderful new path that employers have been asking for, and we're proud to partner on. It's also great opportunities for so many young people in our community. We're going to also invest in skills that we know employers are looking for right now and that they will need more of in the future. Many of our youth, including those who come from JCPS and those who come from JCPS Newcomer Academy, are talented, motivated, ready to work, legally authorized to work. However, for many of them, they need a stronger English proficiency to succeed on the job. So this year, one of the added things that SummerWorks is doing is SummerWorks will fund English language training for those participants that need a little help on their English and are prepared to enter the workforce. And we're continuing the innovative programs that make SummerWorks so special. From the Louisville Science Pathways at U of L, to the J.B. Speed School of Engineering, to Tech Boss, to the International Union of Painters and Allied Trades, and many others. Last year, more than 2,300 young people registered for SummerWorks, and over half came from targeted zip codes in the west, south, and central parts of our city. They submitted more than 2,800 job applications, and this program sponsored 214 positions at nonprofits and city agencies. And this year, just as I talked about getting bigger every year, we are aiming even higher. And of course, SummerWorks is only as strong as the great employers that partner with us and this program. Organizations across Louisville have stepped up year after year, and that's why we're here today, because GE Appliances has been a fantastic partner for SummerWorks, along with other organizations that have worked with SummerWorks for many years, like the International Union of Painters and Allied Trades, Kentucky Kingdom, MSD, Norton Healthcare, U of L, UPS, and many more. They've all hired young people, trained them, invested in them, and in many cases, brought them on full-time after their summer internship ended or their graduation occurred. GE Appliances right here has truly set the gold standard for SummerWorks partnerships. They don't stop just during the summer. Leaders at GE Appliances mentor SummerWorks participants. They help them grow their skills. They help them launch their careers with lots of thought and attention. And GE Appliances shows what it can look like when a company invests in Louisville's future workforce. So with that, I want to invite someone who has championed this work for years. Please join me in welcoming Bill Good, who's the Senior Vice President of Supply Chain here at GE Appliances, to share what this partnership means to GE Appliances. Bill?
Good morning. Thank you for being here today. Thank you especially Mayor Greenberg, Michael Gritton, and all our partners who makes the SummerWorks possible. You know, when we talk about the future of American manufacturing, I'll tell you what I've learned in almost 4 decades. You know, it really always comes back to people. You as a company can invest in your products, you can invest in your brands, you can modernize your facilities, technology, and all of that is really important. But in the end, it's the workforce that's the true differentiator between success, failure, and industry leadership. At GE Appliances, workforce development isn't just a box we check. It's a long-term commitment and investment by our company. Programs like SummerWorks are about more than a summer job. They're about showing the next generation what's possible in a manufacturing career at GE Appliances. You know, this idea, this concept, it hits close to home. You know, when I look at my own manufacturing career, I go back to 1988. In 1988, I was a struggling college student, not because the work was difficult, because I was struggling to make ends meet. I had a Pell Grant, I had student loans, and I was working part-time jobs. Back then, the minimum wage was $3.35 an hour. Okay, and I had worked in fast food. I had delivered ice to companies. I delivered produce to the city school system. I was on the spotlight crew for concerts. I did it all, sometimes chasing a nickel or a dime increase. And then I came across an opportunity in a manufacturing company that was in the next town over in Opelika, Alabama. That company was Diversified Products. DP Fitness made fitness equipment, and I had the opportunity to get an hourly job there as an assembler on an assembly line on second shift. As I recall, I started out at about $7.50 an hour, but that was a game changer for me, to be honest. And not only the $7.50 an hour versus $3.35, but I got education reimbursement, and it allowed me to finish my college education. I went from an hourly assembler to an expediter to a group leader and ultimately a supervisor once I got my college degree. And it truly changed my life. It gave me really an opportunity to see what's possible in manufacturing. At GE Appliances, workforce development, much the same way, has been critically important. And that's the magic of SummerWorks. It gives students hands-on experience, mentorship, and a chance to see themselves in roles that are full of growth. For many of them, it's the first step on a pathway that can lead to apprenticeships, full-time roles, long-term careers in manufacturing, and maybe ultimately vice president of manufacturing somewhere. And we're backing that commitment with real investment. No other appliance company has invested or accomplished more in U.S. manufacturing over the last decade than GE Appliances. Since 2016, we have invested $3.5 billion, and last year we announced an additional $3 billion in investments to strengthen our plants, modernize our operations, and continue to build our workforce. That's why partnerships like SummerWorks matter so much. When cities, schools, employers work together, we don't just fill jobs, we build futures. I hope more companies in Louisville hear this message and open their doors to future SummerWorks employees and make a lasting impact on someone's future. I love to see the partnership and collaboration here in Louisville, and I'm excited about what comes next, because when we invest in people early, invest locally, and invest consistently, our city in American manufacturing won't just survive, it thrives. I believe we are in the middle of a manufacturing revival in the U.S., and the workforce development has never been more important. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bill. That was a very appropriate and wonderful story to share with us, and I could not agree more that we're in the middle of a revival here, and GE Appliances is leading the way, not just here in Louisville, but across the country, and we're excited for even more great news to come. So now, let's hear from Sam Lucas, who started at GE Appliances as a SummerWorks intern and now works here full-time. Sam, thank you so much for joining us today. Welcome.
Thank you for that great introduction, Mayor Greenberg, and good morning to everybody. I'm really excited here today to share my experience here with SummerWorks at the programs at GE Appliances. So I grew up here in Louisville and graduated from Louisville Mount High School back in 2021. And back then, I would not be what you call a model student. I played 6 sports, and I just couldn't balance school and sports and everything put together. So I went on to Morehead State University, where I decided to run cross country and track and study mechanical and manufacturing engineering technology. In the summer of 2023, as a sophomore in college, I had the opportunity to join SummerWorks here at GE Appliances as an assembly line operator. At the time, I had hoped to earn an internship here at GE Appliances, but my GPA just wasn't quite high enough. But SummerWorks gave me the opportunity to gain real-world experience and stay connected with the company, so I took it and I ran with it. I'll be honest, working on the assembly line was not easy. I had to be there very early at 5:05 every morning, and at the same time, I was still training full-time and running 60-plus miles a week in the heat of the summer. It pushed me physically and mentally, but I learned something that school couldn't teach me. I learned I could show up, I could put in the work, and if I stayed committed to my goals, even when it was hard. SummerWorks didn't just test my grit, it taught me how to be accountable. It taught me how to work with a team, how to take pride in doing things the right way. That shift changed how I approached everything in life. The next year, I raised my GPA and earned an internship with GE Appliances as a step that helped me continue my career to be what it is now. Today, I am proud to be continuing my career at GE Appliances in the Supply Chain Development Program, a leadership development program where I get hands-on experience as a supply chain and I learn to lead as an area business leader. When I interviewed for the program, I was the only candidate who had ever worked on the assembly line, and that experience mattered. Even now, I can walk through the plant and point to the exact spot where I worked with SummerWorks. And today, I have the responsibility of supporting and leading more than 100 people. SummerWorks at GE Appliances gave me the confidence, the work ethic, and the foundation to turn a challenging summer into a clear career path. Thank you for supporting programs like SummerWorks because they don't just create jobs, they build futures.
Thank you so much, Sam. There was so much impressive in what you just said. Personally, as someone who struggles to get 20 miles a week in, I'm most impressed by that 60 miles a week. You still doing that? No. Okay. That's whatever you're doing, I'm sure it's more impressive. So you can just see the type of impact that SummerWorks has had on Sam, and those stories can be told over and over across the entire community. And this type of impact on people like Sam doesn't happen without a dedicated team of people who are committed to youth development. Blueprint 502 runs SummerWorks along with Kentuckiana Works. And so now I'd like to invite up Marcus Points with Blueprint 502 to tell a little bit more about what SummerWorks has to offer this year. Marcus?
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. SummerWorks began in 2011 with a simple but powerful idea: to connect Jefferson County youth ages 16 to 21 with meaningful employment opportunities. In its first year, the program served only a few hundred young people through partnerships with private employers and nonprofit organizations. Since that time, SummerWorks has grown dramatically. Tens of thousands of young people have now gained employment with champion employers across our community. The program continues to expand and evolve each year because our local businesses understand a critical truth: there is no substitute for on-the-job training. When we invest in young workers, we are not just creating short-term opportunities, we are strengthening the long-term foundation of our economy and our community. This past year alone, SummerWorks registered 2,358 young people. We partnered with 262 private employers who collectively posted more than 4,722 job opportunities for Jefferson County youth. Notably, 75% of those registered came from our target zip codes or JCPS academies, ensuring the program reaches those who can benefit the most. In addition, through 24 nonprofit partners, SummerWorks directly employed 212 youth. These young people gained hands-on experience in trades, science, leadership development, community gardening, mentoring, and technology. Organizations such as the Finishing Trades, Technique, Food Literacy Project, Louisville Science Pathways, and many other provided outstanding work and learn programs that equip participants with real-world skills. Beyond job placement, SummerWorks also provided critical support services. We documented 1,273 youth who received counseling or assistance with registration, job readiness training, coaching, or help navigating the application process from our dedicated team. Collectively, registrants submitted more than 2,800 job applications through our platform, earning SummerWorks the nickname the Indeed for Youth Employment in Louisville. None of this would be possible without the strong support of Mayor Craig Greenberg and Michael Gritton at Kentuckiana Works. Blueprint 502 is proud to lead SummerWorks with an exceptional team of 4. Mr. Steve James, who is our director, Ms. Brandy Mikesell, our youth services coordinator, Jenny Young, our career engagement specialist, and Katie Thompson, our community-based trainer. Their commitment and leadership make this program a success year after year. Thank you for supporting SummerWorks and for investing in the future of our young people and our community. If you are interested in the SummerWorks program, please go to www.summerworks.org to register or to find out more information. Once again, I want to thank Mayor Greenberg, and also I want to thank GE for their partnership with SummerWorks. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marcus. Kentuckiana Works has been helping guide and grow SummerWorks since it first began in 2011. And Michael Gritton has been, have you been there? Since well before 2011. That's what I thought, Michael, but it wasn't here. Wanted to confirm. But Michael has been a great leader, not just in helping to support the SummerWorks program, but in so many other ways across this entire county and across the entire state with what he has done to help people learn new talents, strengthen their existing talents, and find new opportunities for themselves and their families. Please join me in welcoming the director of Kentuckiana Works, Michael Gritton.
I probably shouldn't say this in front of the mayor, but I always tell people when they ask me about my job, I say, I basically can't believe they pay me to do this job, because if I was just going to volunteer, I would do this work for free. And you can see why when you hear the student speaker, the person who's now changing lives at GE, leading a team of 100, when you hear Bill tell his story about what we're trying to build. So I just want to do a couple of quick things. I want to thank the team at Youth Build, or the team at Blueprint 502, used to be called Youth Build. They do a great job of running the program for us day after day after day, working to get more than 2,000 kids registered. So that's a huge, huge deal. I want to say thank you to GE Appliances. We're here for a reason. They are corporate citizen #1 for us when it talks about how to partner with SummerWorks, how to partner with the academies, along with Norton Healthcare. Those are the two leading companies in our town who are always leaning in to try to figure out how to build these pipelines and to do what Bill described happened to him, right? That we're creating these opportunities for kids. And then lastly, I want to give a big shout out to the mayor. When he was running 4 years ago, I offered to brief any candidate who wanted to come and ask about workforce development. And only one candidate came to see me, and that was Craig Greenberg. And when we started talking, he's a quick study, as all of you know, and he was asking us then, before he even got elected, is there a way that SummerWorks can become something that's more like a year-round talent development system? And it's taken us 3 years, but what we're trying to announce today is part of the way we're trying to partner with private sector companies in a new way is if we can help pay for kids to work for you in the summer, and then you'll pick up and pay them to work as interns, as seniors, what we want to do is create these pathways so that kids are not, it's not a mystery anymore. What can I do and how can I imagine a career in this kind of field? And again, we really are partnering with GE Appliances and appreciate that very much. But if you're another private sector company out there and you're trying to figure out how to solve your talent problems, call us and talk to us, because if we can get some kids to work for you in the summer and then we can get you to hire them as interns when they're seniors, it makes it much easier for them to figure out that they want to work for you or vice versa. It can also work for college kids, as you heard Sam describe his story before. So again, Mayor, thank you for the vision 3 years ago of trying to turn this into a year-round program. We are knitting together funding streams and programmatic efforts, but it's all around trying to get young people to have the same kind of experience that our student speaker had, right? Get in, see what you can do, and then change your life as a result. So again, thank you for the partnership, and we really appreciate the leadership. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Michael. You know, Rachel and I are the parents of two boys that are in this age range, and we see just from talking to them and their friends that it's challenging to get jobs these days. It's difficult to know what you want to do at that early of an age. And so having a program like SummerWorks is impactful for so many kids and can really help change lives, as you've heard this morning. So once again, if you're 16 to 21, if you know someone 16 to 21 in Louisville, please have them go to summerworks.org. Great opportunities for this summer, and as Michael just said, even beyond that as well. And to employers, if you're looking for the next generation of talent, if you're looking for people that can help you grow your business and provide great opportunities to them, there's never been a better time than right now to partner with SummerWorks. So please follow along on summerworks.org. Let us know you're interested, whether you're an interested student or an interested employer, and we're so excited about the continued growth of this program. And finally, a final thanks to everyone here at GE Appliances for what you do year-round, whether it's the SummerWorks program, whether it's your continued investment in the people of Louisville, in the community of Louisville. We are so appreciative. You all are a model corporate citizen, and we can't be thankful enough. Thank you all very much.